Now, listen, you guys, you know you're that bee when you have bees mad and shaking even in absentia. I'm just like Flomilli and Lottery Ticket. Oh my goodness. Now, we're also going to be talking about this entire situation with Bongo 2 and Cousin Sloth, their interview. Miss Red is out there letting us know about her relationship with Chief Keef, and Doechii is releasing a mixtape. Why is this TikToker reading Lottery Ticket like this? Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello tea lovers and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys are doing extremely amazing, and without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. Now, first of all, let us talk about Lottery Ticket and Flomilli. So you do know that Rep Caviar did that interview for that Spotify thing that Nicki Minaj declined to be a part of, and told me why Nicki Minaj is still the topic of conversation, even after she declined being, a feature on there. That just goes to show you that she runs the game, because I'm telling you, the key highlights of that interview are the parts where the girls are seemingly discussing Nicki Minaj, or are seemingly intentionally not mentioning Nicki Minaj. Do you understand? Either way, you mention her, she's still the topic of discussion. You don't mention her, she's still the topic of discussion. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's just impact. That's what we call impact. And so basically, Miss Red was out there giving Nicki Minaj flowers, and was basically saying, well, her longevity and things like this. And you could literally tell from Lottery Ticket and Flomilli's expressions that they could not handle that. Like, I'm just like, what do you think is going to happen? Just because you feel some type of way about Nicki Minaj, you think everybody else is going to discredit a talent? Like somebody who has had that much longevity, somebody who's out there having like the highest grossing female rap tour of this decade. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, that's the thing with the girls. I don't know what they thought was going to happen. Nicki is always going to be Nicki, whether you like her or not. Nothing is going to change. Whether you record her phone calls, nothing is going to change. Whether you hack your account so that you say, oh well, that's directed to Flomilli, by the way. Whether you hack your account and say all these things on your account about Nicki Minaj, she's still going to wake up the next morning and be Nicki Minaj, and you can't erase that. That's the thing. You don't have to like her, but you're not gonna erase her. Okay, and so I will just insert you guys a snippet of what they had to say and their facial expressions when Miss Red was talking about this. Like, they were agreeing, but you could tell by their faces that they were so pressed. And can somebody catch me out, please? Catch me up, please. What did Nicki Minaj do to Flomilli that makes Flomilli hate Nicki Minaj so much? Like, I just don't understand, man. Because clearly you can tell even from her face. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just like, Lottery Ticket, I get it. They had an entire exchange and things like that. What about you, Flomilli? What's your problem with her? Just jealousy. Huh? She makes you feel inadequate as a female rapper. Like, I don't understand the thing. Why? Why, Flomilli? Why? I want to know. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about that, you guys.
Done to Nicki though. Nicki though, she lasted in the game for a good amount of years, so I want to still like be in the game. Some be fading off, for real. Yeah. They be fading off, but they just be put up like not into it for real. But if you got some good music, you can still chill and still be talked about.
No cap, I swear to God, I'm not trying to guess. Like, I do believe like 10 years from
done to Nicki though, if all, like it could be just a if all, like it could be just a whole song with all girls.
Oh God,
be tight.
That would all the girls. That would, I'd be down to do it even with I don't like to.
Yeah,
let's do it. I'm down.
It'll
be good, like just for history, like for sure. All aside, it'll be fun.
Be tight.
That's not all. It seems like Lottery Ticket also went ahead to say that, well, she would be open to have like a song with all the female rappers together, and she made it a point to mention that she would be down to make it even with bees that she doesn't like. Okay, and of course people are like, okay, what are you talking about? Are you talking about Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj? And I'm just like, you know what? It has to be embarrassing to a certain point in time, you get what I'm saying? Like, in one breath, you were out there saying that, well, you cannot mention, Nicki Minaj because you don't like her. So now, people are justifying that and saying that, well, why does she have to mention somebody that she doesn't like when there's another option? Oh my goodness, this and that. And I'm just like, so she has a problem mentioning somebody she doesn't like, but she doesn't have a problem working with somebody she doesn't like. Does that even make any sense, you guys? Honestly, does it make any sense? Like, when it comes to mentioning her as somebody who's actually influenced you, and we all know she did. Okay, that's when you're like, oh wow, I'm too big for that because I don't like her anyway. But when it comes to working with her, you're down to work. The hypocrisy and the desperation. This just goes to show you that even after everything that went down, after running around mentioning Lil Kim and stuff, she still wants to work with Nicki Minaj because she knows that's a stamp on her career that will make people look at her in a different light. So cut the crap. Okay, Lottery, cut the crap and all this drama. And I saw Amon justifying this. Now, with Amon, I know that he loves drama and obviously he loves controversy. So sometimes I feel like he just throws, these opinions out there, not because he means them, but just because he wants to have, a reaction out of the people. Because he was justifying Lottery Ticket not mentioning Nicki Minaj, saying that, oh, well, why does she have to mention somebody that she doesn't like? And I'm like, that's not how it works, okay? Because you don't understand that Lottery Ticket mentioning Nicki Minaj in the first place was not because Lottery liked her only. It's because of her talent. So to make it seem like, well, it's about likability is insane. You can be player and say that, you know what, I don't like this person, but in terms of talent and impact, this person has done this much. So the fact that you guys are trying to make an excuse for her being funny and being corny and accidentally making this whole thing about Nicki Minaj is crazy. Because look at them. They don't mention Nicki Minaj and say Lil Kim, and guess who's still being discussed about? Nicki Minaj. They're out there, making faces when Sexy Red is talking about Nicki Minaj. Guess who's still being discussed about? Nicki Minaj, okay? They want to make, a song with people that they don't like. Guess who's being discussed about? It's Nicki Minaj. So, like, no matter what they do, it's time to accept it. Okay, that is always going to be about her. She runs female rap. There's nothing to be salty about because that's just the reality of the situation. Look, she declined being a part of that, but she's still the main topic of conversation. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now, let me insert a snippet of this shady TikToker. I was just like, girl, why are you doing this to Lottery Ticket? When I told you that this girl read the behind out of Lottery Ticket, I really I'm not playing with you. Like, she read her down. And the sarcasm, I live for. Like, if anybody knows me, I love sarcasm. Let me stop talking and just insert, that TikTok video.
Latto said that the GOAT rapper is Lil Kim.
Thanks, Takesha. I'll take it from here. Reporting live from TikTok, this is Bella Devereaux. Just in, according to Vogue.com, Lil Kim released her debut studio album in 1996. But according to the female ATL rapper Latto, she was born December 22nd, 1998, which means that by the time Lil Kim released her debut album, Latto was not thought of, conceived, let alone born. Now, according to Google.com, Lil Kim released her sophomore studio album in 2000, which would have made the ATL rapper Latto barely even 2 years old. We chuckled too. Barely even 2 years old. Now, according to Wikipedia, it states that in 2003, Lil Kim followed up with her third studio album, and that would have made Latto 5 years old, and we highly doubt that she was being inspired by the explicit content of Lil Kim's lyrics, let alone listening to the album. Now, according to Source, in 2005, it states that Lil Kim released her final project before being hauled off to prison. She released an album called The Naked Truth. And here we do believe that any of the rap girlies were being influenced by the single Put Your Lighters Up to begin their rap career. Now, according to Source, it states that Lil Kim was released a year later after her project was released, and by that time, Nicki Minaj was already on the come up, beginning her rap career. Just in, the data analytics team stated that the calculations are not mathing. The math is not mathing. They're stating that the rap girlies were stating that in interviews and podcasts that they once upon a time believed that Nicki Minaj was the queen of rap. She was the GOAT. They were wearing pink hair, Chinese bangs, rocking Barbie chains, wearing pink. Everything was, I was on the plane with Dwayne. But now, in recent interviews, the data analytics team have pulled up interviews stating that now Lil' Kim is their GOAT. Now, we would like to say two things. One, according to our calculations here, by the time Lil' Kim debuted or even came out, they were either not born, they were in Pampers, or by the time that they reached an age of understanding and to be able to conceive the lyrics, Lil' Kim was not charting. So back to you, Takesha. What are your thoughts? Reporting live from TikTok, Bella Devereaux.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. Oh, and I had forgotten to insert this, but this is gonna be an insert, people, because for some reason I skipped past this. But as usual, people are also coming through with some think pieces because of Nicki Minaj's Chucky memes, okay? She's still going at it and people are still mad, okay? So first of all, she tweeted and said, DAT going on station head, okay? And so people were saying that basically means drop a tear, and that was happening when that entire lottery ticket and Flomilli interview was circulating around. And so people were like, oh, maybe that was directed at them. And also she said something again with that checking. Oh, she said, you always have that one night when you feel like it was only up from there. And so people started feeling like, well, that was their shading lottery ticket. You do know that her interview, she was out there saying that, well, things are going to go up and things like that. And it seems like her sales actually are going down, contrary to, what she had said, about female rap back then. And so, yeah, let me know what you think about that. Do you think that this Chucky meme was meant for lottery ticket? Do you think that Nicki Minaj was coming for the girlies or not? Personally, I do feel like this is all just drama and entertainment for her. She just looks at them making fools out of themselves because, for one, Flomilli, what has the lady done to you? Okay, and their faces are I'm just like, I know she's laughing wherever she is. It has to be hilarious. It really has to be hilarious. And I did see some Lil' Kim fans in my previous video saying that, oh wow, giving Kim flowers does not take away from Nicki. And I'm like, if you guys are still saying this as compliments, then yeah. If you still look at lottery ticket waiting until she falls out with Nicki Minaj to all of a sudden give Kim her flowers all the time, then yeah, there's a bigger problem than lottery ticket being funny, clearly, in the Lil' Kim fan base, because this is absolutely not flattering at all. It would have been dope if they had been consistent. It would have been dope if, they had from the get-go shown that, well, Lil' Kim is their go-to person, not this entire second option thing. That doesn't work, okay? But anyway, let's move on to the next thing. I hope I'll be able to insert this nicely, hey? The next thing that we are going to be talking about, Bongo 2 and, Cousin Sloth were out there in an interview. And, of course, people were like, okay, is this friendship an actual thing? Like, what's happening? And some people were saying that, well, there's a little bit of hostility. They were basically talking about their close friends list and things like that. And Bongo 2 playfully said, oh, well, B, why didn't you add me or something like that? And Glow did say, oh, well, B, you also didn't add me and stuff like that. And people were like, oh my goodness, Bongo 2 was being nice, nasty, and Glow threw it right back. You can tell from their vibe that they are fake friends, they are faking the friendship and things like that. And personally, I do not care if they are fake friends. How many times? And it's kind of expected also, like the entire thing of let's work together, fake this tight relationship and things like that, and not be friends in real life. Like, it's gonna be interesting, okay, after Bongo 2 is done with Cousin Sloth, because we all know that Bongo 2 is loyal to nobody, not even to the transformer who gave her up, okay? She's loyal to nobody, okay? And time is going to tell, and with those two, like, I expected nothing less. And I don't know, man, if they want to make us believe that they are friends, then, well, we'll believe it.
friends. Add you in my close friends.
Do that, and I'm gonna add you in mine.
Cause bitch, why I'm not in your close friends?
Cause bitch, I'm not in yours.
Oh, that's so crazy. I let you watch me do crazy shit all day, and I can't know what you posting in your close friends. That's crazy.
The next thing that we are going to be talking about, Doechii. It seems like Doechii is going to be releasing a mixtape, and yeah, I mean, she's doing her own thing, Azalea Banks inspired thing, I guess, and it's called what? Alligator Bites Never Heal, I guess, and it's gonna be dropping on August 7th, yeah, 17th, I'm sorry. And so let me know, are you guys waiting for that Doechii mixtape, or are you not? Let me know in the comment section, okay? I will say that the girl is actually very talented with Doechii. She is very talented. I don't know what is tease about her and her career not taking off as good as it should have. I really don't know what's that. I don't know if also colorism is a thing, like Ice Spice was saying in those text messages. But yeah, let me know if you guys are going to be waiting for that album, for that mixtape, I'm sorry. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, it seems like YG is speaking up finally about the Saweetie situation. Now, the last time that I spoke about him, I was talking about, him and the emojis that he shared on his Instagram of a lion and a cheetah. And people were saying that, well, he basically means that Saweetie is a liar and is also a cheater. A cheat. Now look at me saying a cheater. And is also a cheat. So it seems like he has decided to clear the air. I don't know if Diamante made him do this, because with the dynamics between the two, I'm beginning to think that Diamante runs that ship, okay? I feel like it's her ship. She controls it. Maybe she saw the comments from people and she was like, you know what, you gotta go out there and clear my name because I'm not having it. He said, I was at the zoo with my kids. Stop the cab. I don't know. I don't believe this. I'm sorry. I really don't believe this. Oh my God. He said, I was at the zoo with my kids. Stop the cap. So that's why you were sharing a lion and a cheetah? YG, look at what Diamante is turning you into. Oh my goodness, I effing love Saweetie. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about this entire situation with Miss Red and Chief Keef, okay? So, it seems like Miss Red is still being cryptic about a message, and with Miss Red, I really, cannot tell if she's being serious or if she's not being serious, because she's like, oh wow, that's my guy, and then she goes like, oh my goodness, it's just cryptic. Let me say that, and you guys let me know, what did you gather from that? Are they together, or are they together, or are they tug? Let me know in the comment section.
Yeah.
Over the last few months, I know you were a big fan of him growing up. What's that relationship like now? Seems quite genuine.
It's genuine. That's my people's.
Yeah.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't got too many homeboys that I could sit on the phone with, and I'm not even saying that's my homeboy, because I don't know what we got going on. We like each other, but we can sit on the phone. We can be around each other and like act like we've been to each other all these years.
Oh, you guys actually like each other too?
Yeah.
Like each other.
That's my.
Oh, your
my nigga.
That work with the baby daddy though. It feels like he's
what
always
baby
been
daddy?
The one who got you rapping. That's
my ex.
Okay, cool. Feels
my
like
baby daddy in jail.
The first one.
That's my son daddy. He in jail. Free my baby daddy.
Come on.
Period. Free my baby daddy. The fast way.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we might see you and Chief Keef one day or something.
That might be my third baby daddy.
Why not? Why not? There's worse candidates.
He said, well, why not? Shit.
Why not?
Yeah, it's crazy. But I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like we all equal. I don't see it as this a girl, she can't say this, or she can't do this a boy. We all equal. Yeah. Just like when it come down to paying rent, well, if I'm a girl, I don't gotta pay rent, if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? But we are all equal. I will pay 50% of the rent, you pay your other half.
Well, there you heard what Miss Red had to say about Chief Keef and their relationship. Personally, I'm just like, I can't keep up. I really cannot keep up, okay? And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys, Michael Rubin is addressing a lot of different things, including the Lil Baby situation. You guys do know that that infamous picture that circulated on the internet when he was out there hugging Lil Baby from behind, and people started coming up with these conspiracy theories and stuff like that. It seems like he decided to clarify that on the Breakfast Club, saying that he's such a hugger. And I wish I could insert the footage with his face when he was explaining it, saying that, oh my goodness, I get drunk at parties a lot and I'm such a hugger. And Baby is an amazing person. Like the way he was saying, I was like, oh my goodness. To me, from that interview, I think is a very touchy-feely person, and he's very expressive also about how he feels about some of his friends. That's what I gathered. Yeah. And of course, people are saying we're not buying it. People are saying we are not buying that at all. People feel like this man is capping. People feel like, well, it's more like the diddler happenings are happening there and stuff like that. But all I saw was a very affectionate amen towards his friends. Some people are really comfortable with, showing affection like that. I wouldn't even be able to do half of the, things that he has done in the interview in as far as showing affection is concerned. So I could get why a person like me could feel like that's a little bit too much, because even I, as a woman, I'm just like, stay away from, I love you, but don't touch me, So people are different people, okay? Anyway, I'm just going to insert that, and you guys let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And I don't think that after I insert that snippet I am going to be coming back. So it was really nice catching up with you. Yesterday we didn't really have like a catch up kind of thing, so I was really excited to come here and have this conversation with you. I love you so much, you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Do not forget to subscribe, and until my next one, see you.
That test for him.
I think social media bothers you a little bit, because one thing I did notice from the white party, I didn't see any hugs. There was no hugs from the back. I didn't see no hugs, Mike.
So no one was a bigger hugger than me. I will say, I pay attention to everything, and I decided people right or wrong. I think that was pathetic. I think it was a joke.
Or how they attack Lil Baby?
Yeah, look what happened with Baby. Baby did great. And then people came for him, okay? And you know what happened? Then he comes out with more great music and he shows why he's Baby. And so for me, it was one of the few things in my life that ate at me, because I felt even though, like, look, the amount of people...
You were just showing them love, though. I mean, people were just making jokes. They knew what it was,
But let's keep this real. The amount of people who in a 13-hour drunken party, okay, that I've jumped on their back and someone's caught a picture is like, I've done that 1,000 times. Now, I will tell you that, like, in my head, that ain't happening anymore, just because I won't, like, if it was me, I would think it's funny, but it actually hurt him a little bit for a year, and that ate at me. That did eat at me. But you know what, again, the one thing I'd say, when you're doing great, people try to test you, and I think that's a great, character test, and I think Baby showed why he's him. Drake's gonna show why he's him. And for me, last year was probably the first time people ever came at me. I've generally been, I think people showed me a lot of love and support. And last year I realized, when acts got a little bigger, I became a little more well known. And so, hey, it's easy to try to pick at me for things. So yes, I am a little more careful now.
Don't let nobody stop you from hugging people, Mike.
Listen, I'm bringing
hugs. As many people from the back as you want.
I've never seen you hug Jay-Z from the back. You never grabbed Jay from the back.
I've hugged first of all, I've hugged. If you get me really,
don't tell him you hug Jay-Z from the back.
I'm a hugger.
And I'm trying to protect you.
I'm a hugger.
Yes,
I am a hugger.
Don't let him bait you.
If you get drunk, you'll hug any man from the back, is what you're saying.
Let me tell you something. If you
Michael Rubin, look at me. Don't engage with him right now.
All I'm going to say to you,
we hug each other from the back, so don't worry about it, Mike.
I believe in hugging. You know what? I want to spread love all the time. And I mean this. And hugs are about love. And I love Baby, and I love my friends. I'm lucky to have so many great friends around me. So yes, when I see you, you are getting a drunken hug one time, and you're going to like it, and because we're fans, okay? And you know what? And that's
remember that night we was out.
Yeah, but hold on. That's affection. That's just respect for you, because I have so much respect and love for you. And when someone starts trying to say that's not love, bullshit. Okay, you know what that is? That's just people want to hate on each other and trying to take people down.
Miserable
and I don't
people.
actually accept that. Okay,
We was
what
at
I accept
that
is love.
restaurant after Jay-Z's museum thing last year, and you was drunk, and you came up to me, and I said, "Don't you even think about it."
No means no. But it was still fresh then. Was it? Did I then hug you or not?
You did hug me. Absolutely.
Perfect. Exactly.
Charmaine hugs me from the
You
back all
violated
the
my
time,
boundaries.
so it's just nothing.
Yeah,
Right. And by the way, the amount of incredible, iconic athletes that have jumped on my back and given me hugs in moments. I mean, that was like someone just caught a picture of that. And by the way, I told Kuz, I was with